Hey, joining me on the line, you're all right here in Des Moines, aren't you, Justin?
Born and raised.
There you go, perfect. Just like, okay, what hospital?
I think it was Broadlawns. I
Okay.
can't be for sure, but that was probably the main spot.
I'm a Lutheran baby myself, but it is what it is. Justin Runge is on the line with me, and Justin, we're going to get right down to it. This is a big week for Des Moines as we're hosting the Do Tour coming up later this week at Lauridsen Skatepark, which we were just talking about whether or not you can pronounce it correctly. And
I think I'll butcher it too.
That's all right. We'll be okay. It's all out of love and respect and all that. It's just it's just hard to say. Anyways, let's go back. You're a guy that has a lot of ties to the skate park. Kind of, I don't want to say unofficially, but it's kind of unofficial, right?
Yeah, I'm not really on any contracts. I've just kind of been a local guy who has seen this go on and off with promotion and kind of light to it.
Going back to the beginning, because I honestly don't know, and I'm from here, but how long has the skate park been how long has it kind of been in the ether that people have wanted to do this?
Around 15 to 20 years.
Wow,
since,
really?
Yeah, Kevin Smith, the guy who runs Subsect, is kind of the originator of all this idea. Him and an old owner, Clancy, I think, had this idea, and it just kind of fell off of the earth and the notice of the city after so many years and not a lot of funding to it.
Well, I imagine so. I mean, if you think about it, and I talked to Sean Malto about this, you don't think of Des Moines as a kind of a skateboard hub, right?
No, and Sean Malto, I think, is from like Kansas City, and that's not really known as like a skateboard hub either. It's mainly just the coast.
So let's go back 15, 20 years or so. Someone has the wild idea to make a skate park in Des Moines. At that point, have you been with it since the beginning, or just at some point, kind of like this cyclone of whirlwind just kind of picked you up?
Well, when I first heard about this, I was probably around 13 years old. I went to Merrill Middle School, and the Callanan Middle School kids actually had a skateboard club.
Okay.
And they were kind of a little bit more connected with that. I think they were more in line originally with getting it started and kind of showing that the city that the kids wanted something in the city like this. We did have a couple parks, but it was like a mini ramp.
Yeah.
Something where you can't really progress unless you're going around the city in Des Moines, downtown, defacing property and stuff like that. And that's kind of what this is all about.
You know what? I actually kind of thought about that the other day, and it's something I should put up on Facebook at some point, but it's basically, where did you skate when you were a kid around here? There's not an almost 90,000 square foot place to do it, 10 years ago.
You just kind of had to have the luck. Hit up as many spots as you can, go out and find something. If you get ran out, you get ran out. Come back another day.
Justin Runge is on the line with me right now. We're talking about the Lauridsen Skatepark and his part in helping bring it to reality. So let's go back. So this thing is out there. How did you kind of get involved, and what was the moment that you're like, I can help with this?
I started getting a little bit more into the music scene, playing shows with bands and stuff like that, and kind of got away a little bit from the skateboarding, focused on music and booking shows. And I had endless friends. I still skateboarded, but I had endless friends that were very adamant on getting this park built. And I had an idea from one of my friends of mine. He's like, you book shows and you skate, why don't you try to put something together to raise money for the skate park? And it just kind of clicked. Like, I'm that guy that can do that. I can figure that out.
Oh my God.
I know the skateboarders.
You're right.
I know the skateboarders. I know the music. Yeah. I know the artists and stuff. And it just took a whole year of kind of getting ideas. I think it was around 2016 or 2017 when I did the first event.
How many events have you guys done?
I've done 3. We did 3 fundraising events leading up to the park actually getting approved officially by the city. They did have some other funding throughout that, but it wasn't enough to get the city to allow the zoning and stuff like that, I believe.
Okay, that's interesting.
So I did these 3 events.
So you kind of put them over the top then, right?
I just tried to keep it alive, keep the hype alive with it, because it was something that we've been fighting for so long.
Okay. I get you. Justin Runge joining me on the line right now. Okay, so you did these shows. Going back to it, when was the first one? When was the first time that you guys kind of did this?
It was at the Des Moines Social Club were all three of the events. I think it would have been 2016, 17, and 18. The first one blew me away with the reaction and the turnout. I mean, I had 20 plus bands, 20 vendors. I had food outside, had over 400 people show up in and out throughout the day, which was just amazing for something a little guy like me could put together.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, you never know what you can do until you do it, you know?
Yeah, don't knock it till you try it.
Justin Runge on the line with me right now. We're talking about the skate park and how he helped out with this. So you guys do this over the, course of 3 years or so, and boom, here we are in 2021. The skate park is completed, and the Dew Tour is coming. I mean, that's a pretty amazing beginning and end to the story, right? I mean, it's finally here, but it's just kind of beginning, right?
Oh, this is just the beginning. Just seeing the kids in the first couple of days that it was open, just destroying the whole park, gave me just like the biggest smile on my face, knowing that we fought for this for a reason, you know? And
yeah,
it all just made the effort worth it.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So let me ask you this, Justin, have you gotten your skateboard out? Have you gone around the park yet?
I have not got a chance to check the park out yet, but I've seen plenty of video. I've got on the board a couple of times and haven't had too luck staying on it. But hopefully with this park being built, I can get some more practice in.
I was going to say, are you brave enough to actually go do it all?
At this point, I'm almost 30. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best.
See, that's the same thought I had about trampolines, and then it blew my knee out.
On a trampoline.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You won't be seeing you dropping in anytime soon.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I always thought skateboarding was cool. I can never do it. Like, it was just one of those things that I don't want to say it wasn't my thing, but I just could never do it enough to get good at it, you know?
Yeah, I wish I could have progressed a lot more, but you got to work with what you got.
Justin, okay, so with the skate park here and everything going on, what's next for you guys? Are you still going to do shows for it? Are you moving on? Is there something else you want to try and tackle now? What's kind of the word?
I'm hoping once the park is open officially and hopefully they'll allow events to be booked there, I would love to book another, celebratory skate park event or something like that with bands, vendors, do the same whole shebang.
Okay.
I would love to do something like that again. Maybe do a little contest there or something. There's so many ideas that are running through my head right now.
What else? Is there any other things that need done in Des Moines that you want to be the man to get it done?
Nothing really off the top of my head, but I know that the BMX kids and that kind of community has been kind of wanting a park for themselves as well. I don't know if there's really regulations on if they can, skate or ride on that park with it being cement. But if they were wanting something like that done, I will be more than happy to throw down my expertise and my abilities to put on an event for them too.
Awesome. Justin, if people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to do so?
I can reach me on Facebook. You can hit me up on the Des Moines Hardcore Collective Facebook page.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, Justin, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the skate park and the Dew Tour coming up, okay?
I sure will, man.